Kiki, you guys. Now, earlier we were talking about cyberbullies, and it made me think of a story from when I was like 5 or 6, and my mom is actually here to tell you the story because she tells it better than me.
Well, when Kiki was like in kindergarten and first grade, just like any parent, you know, my husband and I wanted our kids to have the best education. There she is. And so we put our 2 daughters in private schools. We didn't really have a lot of money, but I worked 2 jobs to put them in private school. And so Kiki went to school, and she was always a bubbly kid. Like, what you see on this show is what she's always been. Just full of life and full of energy, and she doesn't understand that everybody's not like her. And she gets, even to this day, she goes, well, I don't understand why people are not happy, you know. So she went to school. At this school, it was a very good school in our area. Where we lived was a very poor area. But where I sent them to school was a very wealthy area. And I did the best I could. She wore a uniform, and her hair was so beautiful. She had gorgeous curly hair. And I couldn't control it because if I put it up in a ponytail, it would stick out. And I thought it was gorgeous. I thought she was the cutest little kid ever. And she started coming home from school crying, saying the kids was making fun of her hair. She was the only African American in her class. So I would tell her, you're different, but you're supposed to be at that school. They need you at that school so that they can see something different. So as a mother, I would try to encourage her. I didn't want to feed into, oh, they're racist, or because I didn't know that, you know. And then she came home one day and said they passed out invitations to a birthday party to everybody but her. And so then how do you deal with that? So I would say, we're going to have a party of our own. You know, we're going to have a party. And so I did everything as a mother to try to just get her to see that you have to be strong, that in life, everything is not going to be laid out for you. You're going to have to fight. So I would encourage her, and then she would say, they passed out Valentines, and some people didn't give me a Valentine. So I would say, well, we're going to go to the store, and we're going to get a whole box of Valentines.
What hurts me so much when I get teary-eyed and everything like that about that is because still to this day, even since the show has come out, people will say, oh, you're ghetto. You know, I've seen now because of the show, you're much too ghetto. But see, ghetto is nothing that I'm ashamed of being because all that means is I know how to make a way out of no way. That means that I know what it's like to have nothing. That means that I know what it is to appreciate when you have a mom and father that loves you and you don't have nothing but a piece of paper and some glue that you made out of flour and water to make a Christmas tree. So you can't offend me by saying I'm ghetto when I come from this.